Hello, and welcome in, everybody. We're just gonna play a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV today. Level up a little bit. There will not be the camera today. I am sitting a little bit differently today. I'm sitting on the side because I've got it on my TV right now instead of my monitors, and I have my foot completely elevated at the moment, so to keep the swelling down. So there will be no video because I can't really see, and I'll try to keep an eye on chat the best I can. It's kind of have to turn to the side to see anything, so bear with me. If I don't reply right away when I look, I'll stop. But anyway, let's get to it. All right, here's our character. Right now, we are level 26. So we're going to jump back in. Let's go. All right. Okay. Gotta take my glasses off to see. Oh, I always forget there's a queue. La-ti-da on the queue. I'll wait. All right. Got my foot elevated. Got my keyboard. All right. All right, let's see. Both level 20 quests now, so that's good. All right, we got to go back. Horizon. Wait, where are we first? Okay. All right, dry bone. Okay. Set up Horizon. Yep, we're gonna go to Vesper Bay. Bum bum. The jamming soundtrack. Almost there. Hey AJ, welcome in. How you doing this evening? A late arrival nearly cost Psychopath his life. I wasn't there when the Imaji took him prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Thancred, don't worry about it. Hold on a second. Phone. She's on the couch now. She's on the couch now. Okay. Alright. Sorry, I'm talking to my sister. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly. Just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... It's good to see you again. Hey, Pokefan. How's it going? It is coming to Switch, AJ. Coming to Switch in August. Hello, Brandon. How y'all doing today? Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. Perils you faced were undoubtedly great, yet a part of me believes that I have no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long estimation. As we suspected, the Malaji undertook both the robbery and the abductions, the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is the tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Lisma Lominsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Yes, you do have a game to buy. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here. And the stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now aether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether. Crystals. It's for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with why the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is the coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give in order to gain more power. They do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades into his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, The echo. Echo, echo, echo. Sorry, guys. Just so you guys know, I'm playing on the TV while streaming. So I'm kind of sideways from my computer desk, so I can't really see chat too well. Hey, Joseph. Welcome in. Okay. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the echo are immune to the primal influence. It is though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Trust you now begin to see why. Recent incidents all share a common trait. Medicalist planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my preceding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I feel you will have a nary a moment to yourself. Fun times. Yeah, they can run. The podcast can run a little late sometimes. I usually don't stay up that late either. Alright. Okay. Whether she intended to or not, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would best you heard from one of us. Concerns of tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death. Flames with whom you were imprisoned included, needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. Once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses of his people suffered. Till next time. Joseph, this is Final Fantasy XIV Online, A Realm Reborn. We are playing the trial version, which is free if you're interested. Plus, this is coming to Switch too, later on in August. Gods forgive me, how many more lives? Louisoix would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Gonna level up. Right. Alright, let's talk to Minfilia again. A hero in the making. Oh. So not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way to Eorzea. For your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming Yaida and Pampalimo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sir, had you joined us, then you personally bested the primal Ifrit. He was a piece of cake. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come with a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons. Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I'm here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Lisma Lamencia, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's Bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. What they have is evidence of their high regard of you. I found myself wondering how word of your deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flame should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Eep. Playing Tamagotchi. AJ's playing Mario Wonder. You're really interested in a Yoshi game? Me too. It looks great. I will be picking it up. Imagine our pride when we learned that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of a valiant men such as you. Join our strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace even reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you. Master forever. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend. Together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. How often does she speak of you, friend? It is the only natural that we should want you for Maelstrom. Join our strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Lisma Lominsa to the shores of glory. That's a big decision. Lady Minfilia. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding. Mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help you clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea. Maelstrom of Limsa Lamensa, the Order of the Twin Adder in Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be flourished with various rewards, some of which will prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which the Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. If you wish to shift your alliance at a later date, you are entitled to do so. And yet I concede that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Oh, great, I get to go visit all 3 again. Having a good Sunday? Yes, I am having a good Sunday. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? Fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well. Let Sacrifice hear our leader speak, then return here with his decision. Great. We eagerly await your answer. Well, I already know who I'm going to go to, so you still have to go through that whole process. Fun, fun, fun. I know full well that the adventurers are by their nature and liberty a loving breed, and not at best suited to the discipline of military service. But I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that the great powers is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can't think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. Hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Company seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorsa as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Got my communicator. Eorsa is changing. You have the power to help shape anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but as long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it's time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you of where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Lots of talking, sorry. Alrighty, here we go. Means we gotta visit each city again. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally, if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want where and when the remembrance services are taking place. All goes to plan. Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adler, will hold the Fist of Three services, and Elderseer Khan-e Senna will deliver her address at Emil Kito's amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Ruban will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. When it's rumored there's to be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to State Room in Limsa Lominsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Mirlib Bove something will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Xanthale, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, up you go then. I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. Hooray. I'm free again. Alright, so we gotta go to Gridania first. We got a free port there. Amphitheater. Alright, here we go. 1 of 3.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 seed seers are
That's
all
cool,
together.
AJ.
Some say you
I
couldn't
am
take
not a
step
big fan of
without
the
stumbling over a body.
older Final Fantasy games. I'm not a big turn-based player. I do like the new Final Fantasy 17 remake, since they made that more action-oriented.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer.
Alphino.
The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Carteneau. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice."
Welcome back, Pokefan.
Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed. Each waking hour, a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable.
Hey, Ash. I have to like literally put my glasses on to see the computer monitors. Welcome in, sir, ma'am.
So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the high roads without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen.
Yes, she is my favorite. Joseph, do I know Nintendo Prime? Not personally, but yes, from his streams.
Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children.
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
All
forest.
the elementals!
All right.
If you'll permit me, Alfie No. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
The Gridanians aren't unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome. Being of a naturally warlike disposition, the and wont to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. The Siths, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians. Until recently, at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, and change observed at roughly the times they summoned the primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflicts a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. People are hopeful that restoring the wood, thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I wonder? Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursion, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war. And when it does, the Order of the Twin Adler will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable Avenger prove to them then? Well, perhaps we will find out. The Elder Seer's words fell on fertile ground. All right. Oh, you can skip the dialogue if you want in the game. I won't read everything. I'll just basically read the main story stuff. So like that was one of the main story stuff. So like when you get a quest and they talk, I don't really talk. I just kind of skip through that. All right, now we got to go to Ul'dah. So let's head back to the plaza. Then should be able to go to... I guess we can't. I don't have all the crystals. Hold on a minute. We can fix that real quick. We need to get the botanist. So let's go back to where we were. And let's go grab it real fast. Sure I'm going the right way. Alright, here's the last Ethernet shard. Alright, here we go. Now, once you do that, you get attuned to everything. You're able to port to certain places you couldn't before. Alright, now we should be able to go to the airship landing. Yep, there it is. Gonna go to Ul'dah first. Ul'dah. Now you have two options for travel in here. You can take the little sailboat thing here, or you can, if you've already been to that city, you can use your teleport. But it's usually a lot more money, and I'm a cheapskate. So, you know. Oops, wrong way. Alright, so we want to go to the... I think that's where we want to go. Oh no, I'm in Ul'dah. I'm thinking of the wrong place. But anyway, this is the right place anyway. Could have just warped to the Chamber of Rule. Oh, destination. All right. Second Remembrance Service.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Roban as well.
Yep. I could skip this if I wanted to, but since it's a stream, I won't.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Rauban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ur dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold, where by the grace and glory of Naldal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Carteneau, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our
Hey,
land
Steak.
of its natural
Welcome in,
wealth.
sir.
We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
Yeah, for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Raubon? People of Ul'dah, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measured that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the
For
Sultana!
victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn! Forsooth!
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
The Uldolians have a long history of conflict with the Ilmaji, beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Uldolans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with the Ifrit thus far, smothering its flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet, he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quite quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultana's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Ugh, I almost said infinite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Ilmaji are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Uldolians send their forces to smite the primal. Though they inevitably succeed, each victory is wrought with blood. It is a war of attrition, which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be most welcome addition to their ranks. Okay. Alright. Now we go to Limsa Lamensa. And Lamensa, here we come. Alright, we want to go down to the Bullrock Hall. Here to attend the remembrance service. Be quick. The Admiral is due to give her address at any moment.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty Crimson Standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our Grand Company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilfir's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Carteneau. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying Crimson Standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
Fancy meeting you again.
As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Laminsa is plagued by two beast tribes. First are the fish-like Shalagan, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. Second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's persistence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Lamin's backyard. That is to say, not of eternal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions. And while they fight amongst themselves, the Guardians whet their blades and watch. If Laminzans are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. Alright, well. That's the third service. This is Menphilia. Are you well, I hope? Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance services has now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Walking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Alrighty. Alright. Back to Horizon. Hey, Mr. Paul Gale Network. What's up, my friend? How are you this fine Sunday evening? No snake bites today? Alright, we're back in Vesper Bay. And we're gonna pick which side we want to go to. So, storm, flame, or serpent? Welcome back. Were the Graham Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. That there be a mere more of you. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. All right.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alisaie, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I need to find it.
That's it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you.
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Alright, decision time. Storm, flame, or serpent? I am going with serpent because I like Gridania. I take it the Elder Seer's words have touched your heart. Have you resolved to entwine your destiny with that of the Twin Adler? Yes. You have chosen wisely, my friend. Elder Seer will be overjoyed. Without further ado, let us speak of practical matters. In order to complete the enrollment procedure, you must report to the Adder's Nest. Alright. And I get 3 honey yellow dye. Oh boy. I dare say you know it well from your wanderings in New Granada. Give your name to the personnel officer there, and he will guide you through the formalities. I have no doubt but that I can't even speak. But that your deeds will bring great honor to our order. Next we meet in Gridania, I shall be proud to call you brother. Alright. Pardon me. Still 2 level 20s. We can continue our main story quests, or we can go do our class quest. Okay, let's do our class quest and get it out of the way. So let's jump over to Bent Branch Meadows. Get that out of the way. Alright. Investigate the corrupted soil and defeat the tainted earth sprite. Alright, here we go. There we go. Ah. I wasn't scared. I was just a little startled, that's all. If it was a mass of solid wrath that erupted from the ground, I've never felt anything never mind. We have to head to the Bangkok next. Let's get this over with. Alright. Right over there. So basically, run ahead. A little speed running, I guess. Ooh. Can't make it. There we go. Here we go again. Round 2. Gods. The wind blew straight through me. It felt both gentle and sharp at the same time. I can't explain it. Is this something you can conjure? Let's be in our way. The last one is at Lilystone. Last one, Lilystone. Where is Lilystone? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Way down there. Alright. Way south. Okay, gotta get out of the tree first. There we go. Running fast. myself dizzy. Go. And this way a little bit. While we're running along here, folks, if you guys want to help the channel out a little bit more, I could use some viewings over on Twitch. If y'all need the link, let me know. You can just open a second browser and mute it over there while you're watching. That'll help that side as well. Much appreciated, of course. I could give y'all the link. Let me see. I have to turn around because I can't see. Mute the sound for some reason. I don't know why it does that. Alright, so here's the Twitch channel. Go open the second browser over there and mute it. That way I get the views over there as well. That'll help me a lot. Alright, I continue on. Oh. Alright, corrupted water. Where's Sylphie? Oh, there she is. Go. The lake is so beautiful. I never noticed how clearly the sky is reflected in its surface. I never noticed. Let's head back. I'm ready to speak with the guild master now. Alright. Let me go back to Gridania. Go to the guild, Conjurer's Guild. I really need some better gear. I got really low level gear. It's not that big of a deal at these levels. Here we go. Welcome back, my avid conjurers. How fared you in your encounter with the elements? Sylphie, what did you sense as psychopath cleanse the sources of corruption? It's hard to explain. It was like hearing voices crying out in joy, and I felt their happiness wash over me. The world seemed sharper, more alive. It was almost as if nature were speaking to me. But why, brother Izumi? Why did my mother teach me to avoid this side of conjuring? What was she so afraid of? There are certain truths that hide behind the mask of our words. There is much that your mother didn't tell you. You needn't seek all the answers at once. Even now, your mind founders amid a sudden inundation of awareness. First time we connect with nature can be a wonderful but disorienting experience. I suggest you allow yourself some time to adjust to the new perspective. Yes, Guildmaster. You have my gratitude. Thanks to you, Sylphie has taken a most important step. You heard her mention voices crying out in joy, did you not? it appears the mother's gift has been passed on to the daughter. Such sensitivity is not something one can achieve through meditation and training, but a blessing that only a few fortunate chosen receive. And as you have no doubts of mine, Sylphie's mother was one such person. Misunderstanding of that blessing, however, was what led to her down such a tragic path. Cannot allow Sylphie's astonishing talents to consume her in the same manner. But we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. The girl has barely awoken to her potential, and for that potential to be fully realized, your support is yet needed. I suspect she failed to mention that the promise of your involvement in her lessons was a reason for her change of heart. You underestimate the impression your quiet determination has made on young Sylphie. If modesty prevents you from acknowledging your own good deed, consider this task a part of your training. For conjurers are healers of wounds, be they physical or otherwise. Walk with her on her journey. Together explore the myriad mysteries of nature. Alright, we got a new staff. Let's see, anything in here worth upgrading? So either shoes or a mask, which I will not. Alright, we'll do the mask. Alright, and we shall recommended gear, equip it, and then update the gear set. But I don't want the mask shown, so I'm gonna hide it. Boop. Alright. Level 25. Like mother, like daughter. Welcome back. The tales of your deeds reach me even here in the cloistered heart of Stillglade fame. Glad I am that you have come, for I would ask your assistance in the matter of some delicacy. Concerns, yes, young Sylphie once again. As you can no doubt imagine, the recent revelations concerning her mother have sorely troubled the poor child. It appears Sylphie needed some time alone to sort through the whirlwind of emotions which now besets her. She has, in short, fled from the guild. Fortunately, a party of conjurers who were dispatched to the South Shroud to investigate another instance of corruption sent word that they had spotted our wayward Sylphie. Considering the importance of their mission, I would not seek to distract the conjurers from their task. Thus, I turn to you to escort Sylphie back here to the guild. You are, I believe, one of the few people to whom she will listen. Pray travel to Buskaran's brothers and speak with Wolfie. Wolfie you? She was the conjurer who first chanced upon Sylphie, and will be able to tell you more of how the young lady fares. Right. Okay, so what we're going to do next, we are going to do a dungeon. We're going to do Hatali dungeon. Level 20. Let's join. It's probably going to be an insta-pop. Usually healers get in right away. Boom. Let's do it. Let's greet our fellow party members. gonna dot all the enemies that we can see. That's my little green icon up on the left there. Give the tank a little heal. Dot all the enemies again. Go. Everybody sure did get quiet all of a sudden in chat. They must be doing their own thing over there. Oopsie, wrong button. Alright, first mini boss. Fire mats. Move out of the AOA. Pop off the deviant tank. Alright, he's down. Then this is the chest, and you get loot. You can see, oop, this one of magic. That means I can use it. I will need it. Hopefully, I'll get it. It'll give me some extra boosts. Thanks, Brandon. You have a good night. Thanks for coming in. My goodness. Lots of baddies. Got poison, so I'm gonna remove it. There we go. People say the healing class is hard. I like it, to be honest. Right. Welcome back, Paul. Dot all three of these again. Yes, sir. I'm having a great night. Hope you are too. Another piece of copper. What do we got? Now that I cannot use, so I'm gonna pass. So activate the chain winches. That's 4 or 5. One more of those to activate. Alright. Alright, last one. Now the last hinge, and of course, more of these pop up. Alright, I think this is the... Yeah, this is the main boss into the level. I remember to stay out of the water because he turns the lake poison. And drops a lot of AoEs on the ground. Then he spawns little thingamabobs when he goes back. Alright, now he's gonna turn the water poison. My god, and the tank's out there tanking it. I'm like, okay. He's almost gone. Problem. A few more chests. See what loot we got. If anything I can get. Nope, can't get that. But I can get the hat. I'll update our gear real fast. Boop. And we're going to show the hat because I like hats. There you go. It's always fun to get new gear. Easy pleasy. Thought that was the last boss, but this is the last boss. Big and ugly. I recall little fire bits are gonna come out the sides. Hey over there, Rex, how you doing over on Twitch? Hope you're having a good evening, sir. Or ma'am. Whatever it may be. Alright, now you gotta kill the flames. Got him back up. I think he's gonna flame up already. Oh, doing an AoE attack. Run back in the circle. While you're there, Rex, make sure you follow the channel there. Trying to get to 60 followers over there. Alright. All I can do is dot them. Alright. Hi, Pokefan. Did you come back? We're at the final boss of the dungeon. He's just about dead. Boom. Now level up. Alright, let's see. Anything I could use? Ooh, a new cane. Yeah. I already possessed that. Okay. And I can't use the earring. I have the same cane already? Elmkirk? How did I already have that? Let me see. Hold on. Oh. I guess I already won it. It dropped twice. Alright. Out of that dungeon. Leaving a good impression. It's me. Run over here. Sound will mute, that's okay. Alright. Alright, so next thing we need to do. Gotta go back in here. Oh, we're gonna need to go to the Adder's Nest. Okay. Alright, to the Adder's Nest. Okay. Alright, so we go back to the main crystal. Then the Adder's Nest is Resurrection. Okay. I will not read all of this. Welcome to the Adder's Nest. My name. I believe you are expecting me. Yep. Oh, the great adventurer himself. Uh-oh. Sir. What is it? Urgent message from Amarysix Spire. A airship has been taking fire in... Okay. This was... it made an emergency landing. Okay. Okay, I guess we're gonna go rescue it. We're gonna go there and do that. Alright. So we need to go here. we're gonna go back to Hawthorne Hut. Teleport away! Little run speed here. There's a giant something over there. Not creepy or anything. Alright, airship crewman, here we go. Level sync 24, I am 28, so it's gonna cap me at 24. An adventurer. What are you doing out here? No, wait. Let's find some cover first. You weren't in cover at the... Oh. Just saying. Tree. Adder's Nest sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Peace, friend. We mean you no harm. You are an engineer of Garland Ironworks, are you not? We were alerted to your plight and have come to rescue you. And you are... me, Psycho, I presume. I was told to expect an honorary serpent. My thanks for your aid, friend. I'm playing some Poketopia and Tamagotchi. I still haven't touched my copy of Tamagotchi yet. I need to, but I'm like, I need to finish stuff first. I think maybe tomorrow I'm gonna finally finish Star Fox Adventures. So I can finally start something else. Secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Somebody's hiding back there. Imperial scouts from Castrum Oriens. They mean to requisition the ship. Can't even speak half the time. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. Tiny Bronco? Isn't that the Ironworks' latest creation? It's the first airship we built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland. Well, since he went missing. After years of work, she's finally ready for the first test flight. And she was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Attend me, all. Ironworks' latest creation must not fall into Garlean hands. We shall strike them swift and sure and rescue Engineer Wedge. I trust we can rely on your support. Of course you can. May the matron watch over us with me. An ambush! 2 arms. That's right. You shouldn't have tried to take our ship. Leave none standing. Do they have a healer? I want to take out the healer. Hard to tell. I don't see one. Somebody's healing. I think I got him. Savages! You can't stand against the might of the Empire. Uh-oh. Big giant robot. Magitech armor. I can heal him up a bit. Heal him much, does it? Kill some of these ads off. There we go. Don't worry about me. Yeah, I'm a healer. I can heal myself. They're healing each other. That healer needs healing. Get out of the way! Oopsie, got me. Oh, now he's gonna do the whole charge thing. Got him. Woo! Duty complete. Pigs. Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can rig enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. Few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. While you do your work, we shall keep watch over the perimeter. The enemy may yet be lurking nearby. As for you, you have more than done your part today. I bid you return to the Adder's Nest and complete your enlistment. I pray there will be no further interruptions. When next we meet, let it be as fellow servants of the Order. I, just wanted to say sorry, you know? Calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously though, if it hadn't been for you and the Twin Adder lads, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. You did, Paul Gale. What? I guess you're responding to his... Okay, so you gotta go back to Gridania. I guess we can use the crystal, return crystal. 64 there. Alright. Head back down here. Finish what we started. Bum. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Introduction. Oh boy, yellow paint. Alright, here we go. Gonna be inducted, I guess, or something like that. Excuse me. Hydrate. Protocol requires that I appraise you of who you are and what we do. After which I will invite you to swear on oath on your own free will. Amen. Oh, excuse me. Funny. Order of the Twin Adders is the Grand Company of Gridania. It brings together the martial, economic, and technological resources of our nation, that we might stand strong in times to detest adversity when our very survival hangs in the balance. Our order was formed in the days before the calamity, in readiness to fight the Garlean Empire, and to combat the beast tribes and their primals. Needless to say, our struggle continues to this day. Elder Seer Khan-e Sina is the supreme commander of our forces. Under her wise leadership, we protect the people of Gridania and the sanctity of the Twelveswood. As the entwined serpents that grace our standard, let forest-born strive as one with friends from afar to ensure that peace shall ever reign in Gridania. Doing so, we honor the will of the elementals, and theirs is the will of the wood. Now then, I ask that you give unto us your oath of allegiance, in whatever fashion you see fit. My life for the Elder Seer, I shall strike down enemies and drink their blood. Woods be done. We'll say, my life for the Elder, said Seer. Elder Soothsayer is a kind and gentle soul who holds the welfare of her people above all else. Your faith in her is well placed. By the power invested in me, I assign you the rank of Serpent Private 3rd Class. And you are now a man of the Order of Twin Adder. Go forth, Private, forever, and do that which brings peace to the Twelveswood and honor to our tribe. Okay. Got some applause. Nice. Can you hear me? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Order of the Twin Adder contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Forever. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a serpent of Gridania, you are no less a Scion. Pray return to the Walking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. Business call of a friend in need, perhaps. As you are needed elsewhere, I shall not keep you any longer. I would, however, suggest speaking with High Serpent Commander Warsail Huliox before you depart. He may provide you with assistance on your journey ahead. Alrighty. You may now accept the quest, My Little Chocobo, by speaking with this guy. Okay. Chocobo. Every mission is unlocked. Alright. Okay. Chocobo whistle. Woo! Level 20. Versatile believes it's past time you were issued a personal chocobo. As Private Forever, I understand that you have been working tirelessly in Gridania's name. You are truly an example to your fellow servants. Tell me, have you ever felt as though you couldn't get to your destination quickly enough? That perhaps you could do with a swifter pair of legs. If so, you might consider getting a personal chocobo. You have yet to be issued your own bird, am I correct? Given your considerable talents, you should be able to obtain one in no time at all. Let me tell you how to go about it. First, you must obtain a servant chocobo insurance by exchanging company seals with the quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to our main Singer, and he will furnish you with a suitable bird. Alright. Time to get my bird on. Let's see. Oh, here it is. I need to see company seals. Can't get it till I get company seals. So... that's just a quest. Oh. That's a level 25 quest. Okay. Let's... back here. Alright. Sorry, y'all. That was my mom. Had to take care of her. Okay. Let's see. How long we been streaming? Dang, we're already at the 2-hour mark. That's crazy. Where did the time fly? Alright, so we're gonna go Chocobo, go to Vesper Bay. Enjoy the music again. Dun, 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 dun. For my sister here while we're getting there. Alright, we made it. Alright. Going back inside. Oh, look. I just got 300 seals. So once we're done there, we can go back and get the chocobo. Welcome back. Seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palatable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us. Now, when we last spoke, I said I wanted you to meet some friends. Did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Doctor, please show them in. This way, sirs. Ah, yeah. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we're properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Odds, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we need the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who are very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Walking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea. I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. All right. Hey guys, I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes and I'll be back. Alrighty, sorry about that. I'm back. Alright, let's go talk to Minfilia real quick. That's our next storyline quest. Sylph management. Gotta go talk to the Sylphs now.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like Gisselgreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Okay. And it is accepted. Alright, now we're gonna go back to Danya. And we're gonna get our Chocobo license and get our Chocobo. And then we're gonna end the stream. Alright, let's see. Yes. It's raining, it's pouring. Alright. I'm not gonna... Okay. Come in peace. Alright, well, if it isn't private forever, reporting for duty. That's the zeal I like to see from an enterprising young servant. Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papalimo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me your quest, the name of the signs of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Elder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Trollswood home. Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceful bunch, much to the delight of the Elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. Twin Adder is one of the same mind, and it's precisely for this reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry indeed. We do strike at Ramu, or leave the Sylphs on their own ways. That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania. To listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you scions come in. Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered, and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural fox paths get in the way of productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with Sylphs. This should be a pleasant enough diversion. To Hawthorne Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Piers should take us straight there. Friendly palaver, indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalymo. Alright. That takes care of the main quest. And now we talk to Quartermaster. There we go. Not under armor, is it? No. Under... There we go. Ah, Serpent Chocobo Insurance. That's what we want. Alright. Now let's go get our Chocobo. What should we call him? Or her? Want a bird issued, you say? Then I'll need to see your Serpent Chocobo insurance. In your wants. Sorry, I said insurance. Alright, we're gonna hand it over regardless. Here we go. Any ideas what to call the bird? I don't know. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your Chocobo. So cute. Here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you want to give your noble steed a name. Big Bird. I'm just kidding. No idea what to call it. Cutie. Alright, let's see. You. Let's see. What should we name it? Alright. I'm gonna name him after my cat. There we go, Spirit. You! And he just runs off. I'm like, alright. I dare say he likes his name. Here is your very own Chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it, and your feathered fan will come bouncing to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout, hardy creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with your Chocobo Rider's license, as it is required by law. That concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your Chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Here it is. Woo. Personal Chocobo. Okay, now we can use it. There we go. Ooh, there's a treasure coffer here. Let me see. Forgot about this. It gave me an Elm's Crook, which is not any better than what I got, so not gonna worry about it. Alright, sweetness, y'all. Alright, we're gonna end here, y'all. It's already been over 2 hours, which is pretty good. About 2 hours, 15 minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, I put my glasses on so I can see the computer monitors now. That was fun. Okay. Okay. Da-da-dee-da-da-dee-da. All right. We are going to end it here, y'all. I want to thank everybody for popping in today. We had a lot of people in. Ash, Dake, PokeFan, Joseph, Polygon Network. Who did I miss? Brandon, AJ. Hopefully I got everybody over there on YouTube. I tend to not skip people. And of course, over there on Twitch, we got a hello from Rax. I'm assuming that's AJ. Over there on Twitch. Again, you guys, if it's possible when I'm streaming, I know a lot of you here on YouTube, but go to my Twitch channel and like pop up an extra browser, unless you're on your phone, of course, and just pop up the stream. It helps that channel over there. I just need more people to watch while I'm streaming on Twitch. So, road to, whatchamacallit. Anyway, that's all I need to say anyway. All right. Everybody have a good evening, and we'll see you guys on the next stream soon. Have a wonderful evening, and thanks again, everybody who came in today. Peace.